Hello, my friend. Welcome to this video. We're going to be talking about how to get really clear on what you want. And really within your vision, within your goals, what you want in your life, this is a systematic approach to really figuring out exactly what it is that you want and being crystal clear on that and making it so it fills you up and it charges you and adds energy to you. So this is going to be a quick training, and we're going to probably put a more in-depth training on our YouTube channel. This is probably an unlisted video right now, but we're going to make a much more probably like advanced, but also just more properly created. But I wanted to get this out to you guys because a lot of people have been asking about this one. So let's talk about this real quick. Let's talk about vision and why it's even important. Okay, why is a vision so important? Well, here's the thing, is that what do we have right now in today's world that is kind of overbearing and it's really keeping a lot of people stuck? Well, it's choice. Okay, it's choice. There's so many choices. There's so many choices on books to read, on podcasts to listen to, on friends to hang out with, on apps to go on, to dates to go on, people to date. Like, there's so many different options. There's endless amount of shows and movies, and I mean, you name it, there's so many options. There's so many influencers out there. Like, who do you actually listen to and what do you believe? I mean, there's so much choice out there. And this is a big problem because I want to share a little parable real quick. There was a guy, and again, bear with my drawings here. There was a guy that was sitting on a fence. Okay, and on one side of the fence was heaven, and the other side was hell. Okay, and then the devil comes up to him and says, "Hey man, which side are you going to pick? You going to pick right side or left side? Heaven or hell?" And the guy says, "I don't know. I'm still deciding. I haven't decided yet." He's like, "Okay, I'll be back in a little while. You can let me know then." So then the devil leaves and then eventually comes back. And the devil says, "All right, man, which side you pick?" He's like, "I don't know. I'm still deciding." He's like, "All right, cool. Come with me. Come with me to hell." And he's like, "No, I told you I'm still deciding." He's like, "Yeah, exactly." Not a very good drawer here. He's like, "The fence is mine. The fence is part of hell." And I don't know if you can necessarily relate to that or not, but I know for me, myself, friends, family members, clients even, whenever they are stuck in this indecision and indecisive, it wears on them. And the more that you stay in that indecisive mode, the more it wears on you. It wears you down, and it lowers your vibration. It lowers your ability to make decisions. And just the more indecisive you get, the more indecisive you get. But the cool thing is that, like, once you get more clear on how to actually make decisions and how to choose them from a very powerful place, which I'm going to be sharing you here in a second, it changes everything in your life because it gives you a decision-making framework. So let's talk about this. What exactly am I referring to? But I hope you enjoyed that little parable. I heard that and it just really spoke to me. So let's talk about this whole vision concept. Vision. So the reason that most people don't know what they want, they don't know what their vision is, they don't know what their goals are, is because they don't know exactly who they are. It's very challenging to actually know where you're going, your vision, your goals, everything like that, if you are not real clear on who you are and more specifically on what your values are. Okay. Once you get really clear on your values and you know who you are at a core being, and we have several different exercises. That's what we're going to put on the YouTube video. And then if you guys just want to know more about them, I'm happy to share them. So just hit me back on Instagram or however you know me. But it's really important to figure out your values, because if you value growth, if you value development, if you value relationships, if you value communication, those are some of mine. Experience, relationships, like I said, experience, growth, relationships. Like, there's a lot of different ways. Like, your values could be You like partying. You like having fun. You like being around people. So here's the thing is like, think about this from a perspective. If your value is just having fun, let's just say that is a value of yours. And so when your friend calls you up, let's say it's Friday night, and you have a very important meeting on Saturday morning, and your friend calls you up on Friday and says, hey, let's go out to the bar and let's go have some fun. If your value is having fun over like your business or your work or growth or anything like that, then you're going to go have fun, because that value takes order in the pecking order. Now, if your values was growth, and like maybe you have a business that's all about helping people grow or something like that, and someone asks you, hey, do you want to go out on Friday night? You're like, well, I have a very important meeting that could potentially be a really important client. I'm going to focus on this. I'm going to stay in and make sure that I have a really successful meeting on that. So that's just kind of like a brief overview, but that's why it's so important to really figure out your values. And again, there's a lot of different ways we can do that. That's kind of like goes into a much deeper conversation. But I wanted to help you understand why it's so important to get clear on your values, because that's going to help you have a decision-making framework. And the more of a decision-making framework you have, the more you're going to get the less you're going to get swayed by all the choices out there. They even say that, in a grocery aisle, I think there's like 120,000 different brands. I forget exactly. It's something ridiculous, but they're all trying to pull your attention. That's just in the grocery aisle. Think about on social media. Think about, social media is a big spot, but like anywhere there's a lot of traffic, everyone's trying to pull your attention. Attention is one of our most valuable commodities. And so when you have a clear vision based on your values, now you aren't swayed as much by all the choice out there. So hopefully that gave you a lot of value. Again, make sure and subscribe to this channel if you guys have any additional questions. You want to know a little bit more about the exercises before we drop that YouTube video. Just shoot me back a message and say values, and we'll take it from there. All right. Appreciate you, and we will talk to you on the next video.